all of you here, patriots, my colleagues, brothers and sisters, Dominicans, Laborites, family and friends of St. Joseph. Serious business tonight. Serious business tonight. I cannot remember, or I did not grow up in the St. Joe city of Jeff Joseph. But my father told me a lot about the St. Joe city. And Hector Sparks John said it. There were 3 cities in Dominica: South City, Grand Bay, St. Joe City, and Posse. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight my pledge to the people of the St. Joseph constituency is to restore St. Joseph back to St. Joseph City. This is my solemn promise, and I give that to you tonight. I don't care whether or not you are Laborite. I know that my United Workers' Party brothers and sisters know that I will deliver. It is to you, the Laborites, that we speak tonight. Laborites! Are you listening? Rise up, Laborites. St. Joe needs you. St. Joe needs you to take her back to her former glory. The farmers of St. Joseph, now home. They no longer farm anymore. Many of them, when they leave and go to their farms, they have to walk to the farm and walk from the farm. And when you put in 3 hours of farm work, you have not put in enough. We need the farmers who left home at 5 a.m., got to the fields at 6 a.m., put in a full day's work, and came back home to their families at 1, 2, 3, and 4 p.m. St. Joseph, the farmers of this constituency, my heart bleeds for you. Does your heart not bleed? Does your heart not bleed for a community that was once vibrant and productive? Millions of dollars poured into this community. We're standing opposite maybe one of the biggest farmers in St. Joseph, the home of CJ Ferrara. Where have all the farmers gone? Oh, we know. Labour Party, Roosevelt Skerritt, Kelva Daru, and Vince Henderson, quasi-farming. And fishing. You all remember the time? No, that I can remember. I remember my Uncle Salt was a fisherman. And I remember when they would travel through the Layo Valley Road, and that horn would blow, and the van loads of Best Buy still has his van, you know. That van load of bala would come in from Layo and St. Joseph. I remember coming from school, the SDA primary school, and the Caleb John Laura primary school, and watching everybody pulling the boats up from the shores. That is the St. Joseph I remember. Young people, is this the St. Joseph you see today? How often are we, the young people, involved in the pulling of boats on the shores of the St. Joseph Beach? We got Surprise Beach under the Dominica Labour Party government. Still underdeveloped and underutilized. So much potential. So much potential. Employment opportunities are singing in the air, but we do not have the political will to execute. People of St. Joseph, Ochobando se la nu pueyo, come back home. Ja Ochobando. You did it before and you can do it again. We need to take back our community. And I know that a lot of the Labour Party supporters are not ready for change. But change will come anyway. Change is here. And so we ask you to join us. Join us in this movement for a better Dominica, for a better St. Joseph. Join us in the movement for the creation of jobs for our young people. Too many of our young people are without work. The Prime Minister said, I give you 1 university graduate in every home. But we, in the United Workers' Party, not only are we interested in your education, we are interested in what you do with that education. 1 university graduate is nothing if there's no job to come to, is there? Many of you who attend school today have lost hope because your job opportunity has been limited to the NEP or Clare Harbor. We are better than this. We can do better than this. You heard Emmanuel Phillips speak. He's a young man. We have an abundance of water. Our biggest resource is our water. 365 rivers. And ladies and gentlemen, young people, we do not have a water park in Dominica. St. Lucia next door boasts of 3. Yet we do not have, and we ought to have, the biggest and the best water park in the entire Caribbean. And this is our promise in the United Workers' Party. We promise to create employment opportunities by using the gifts that God has blessed us with to make our people wealthy. The elderly. I want to do a little myth busting tonight, because a lot of people have the misconception, and they go around and they perpetuate it. The cohorts of the Labour Party, they go around St. Joseph, and I know that they've said that to your grandmother. When Monell gaye, Evele, Lennox gaye, yo kai tiwe twansa dalala. Me sapa vwe, it is not true. We have promised to move that $300 snipe into $500. The resources of the state belongs to the people of the state. We have money wasting. We pay candidates to run. And somebody needs to tell me, and I want to ask Dr. Ito, because she likes to call me by my marital surname, which is John-Baptiste. And so I'm going to call her Ito, Dr. Ito. Anybody know who is Dr. Ito? She calls herself Addis King. I want to ask Addis King, how much did you get paid to run for the St. Joseph constituency? How much did you get paid to come and keep our people in misery? If you cared for them, you would have been here with them. If you cared for this community, you would have been here after you became a doctor. You would have offered your services. Have you ever given a free clinic in St. Joseph, Dr. Ito? And I ask you these questions, and I expect that sometime you will answer me, because I expect that you will take me on. I challenge you as well. Meet me here in Ochobando. Let's have a debate. Let's debate the issues. Let's talk about St. Joseph. Let's talk about Niba. Let's talk about Kahom and Atlee and Chapara. Let's talk about Ghoul. What do you know about holding Titiwi in the Layo River? Let's have the conversation about the people of the St. Joseph constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do better than this. St. Joseph, we can do better than this. In 2016, we did not have the political leadership to erect a proper bridge across Sheridan John's bypass there. Right there. We put a donkey track in 2016. Who does that? Who does that? The people do not even understand the needs of this community. They do not understand that the people of St. Joseph, we deserve better. And the older one, you knew better. And the younger one, better is coming. You have to be willing to make the change. You have to be willing to take that bold step forward. A lot of you have heard the Dominica Labour Party perpetuate this misconception that when they leave office, that they are going to go with all their friends. That workers spanny lasher, we don't have money. So, really and truly, have we ever seriously listened to these guys and put on our critical thinking caps? How where we getting the money? So when Roosevelt scared it going, he going in for our treasury then. So when Roosevelt scared it going, he going in for our passport then. So when Roosevelt scared it is living, when he will be kicked out of government, will he leave with the friends of the Commonwealth of Dominica? No, he's not going to do that. The friends of Dominica will remain the friends of the Commonwealth of Dominica. And Roosevelt Skerrit, I dare you to challenge me on this. The Skerrit administration is no longer in office. St. Joseph, I see a beautiful vision for you. But all I can do now is dream with you. Your responsibility is to give me the mandate to work for you. I am committed to working for you. This is my commitment to the people, to restore St. Joseph back to the St. Joseph city that we can be proud of. Just St. Joe who are listening to me via Facebook, you remember the St. Joseph of old? I want to live in an era where St. Joseph is better. I want to live in an era where St. Joseph is prosperous. I want to live in an era where young people will build their homes in St. Joseph and own their vehicles. Do you not want to live in that era? It is time. It is time, and those who don't want you to experience that is those who have made it already. Boy, Teacher Vina, boy, you've made it. Boy, Vanos, John Charles, you've made it. Make room for the young people of this community. Clear the way. Clear the way. We deserve better. Young people, you deserve better. You deserve more. Challenge yourselves. Are you listening to me? The money will come. And the LPO has come. Addis King is going around. Kelva's not Pal Rep anymore. Because Addis King is going around and saying, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? What are your needs? Please tell me your needs. Really? Where did you get that money from? So you come in the back door, you take all my money, you come in the front door and you offer it to me, but you're rude and out of place. Does that money belong to you? The monies that are being shared is the money that belongs to the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica. We have to use this money to bring back Dominica to a place of glory and prosperity. It is time. It is time to put people at the helm of government that will use the resources of the state to develop the state and develop the people of this state. We are a better people than this. We know better. And when you know better, you are forced to do better. Electoral reform, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to leave without talking about a free and fair election. In a thriving democracy, it is only right and just and fair for the government of the day to put plans in place to strengthen that democracy. And any government that will not do so is not working in the best interests of that democracy. We have to do better than that. Dominica deserves better than that. Dominica deserves free and fair election. We deserve access to the radio like every other political party. The opposition deserves free access to the radio owned by the Commonwealth of Dominica. It is important that we ask for these things. And it is important that we demand it. And it is important that you deliver it. But it's now or never, Roosevelt Skerritt. It's now or never, St. Joseph. It is now or never, Dominica. Dominica, we present to you the Honorable Lennox Linton. And I know that many of you who have stuck your radio on Kyrie FM have heard this man demonized and denigrated. Tonight you will get a chance to converse with him. I want you to sit down and listen. And listen to the intelligence that pours out of this man. How can a man so brilliant be called uneducated? Brilliance exudes from him. He walks and talks like a champion. And he will be Dominica's next prime minister. I have no doubt that the Honorable Lennox Linton will transform Dominica into a place of beauty and prosperity and health. Senjo, are you hearing? Those of you who are here, are you hearing? We have been blessed with a gem beyond compare in the man of Lennox Linton. I will not stay very long, but before I leave, I want to pause a little bit and talk about our nurses and our teachers, our healthcare givers, and our educators, our police officers, the people who deserve better pay and better environment for work. I want to talk a little about our human resource. You all understand how much Roosevelt Skerrit doesn't like Dominicans. It cannot be that a prime minister can love his people and outsource so much of our jobs. There are young men in St. Joseph yearning to work. And we have a bypass being built and not one St. Joe man on it. Ah, Magwesa. Are your eyes not opened? Do you not see that they do not love you? But you sit here and you say, Lebo katwavai. Lebo katwavai pukimoun. Pukoyo. Have you not seen how much wealth that they have amassed over the years? Young people, it's time to take back your country. The older folks, it's time to restore St. Joseph back to its former glory. And the older folks who continue to tell your children and grandchildren, c'est pas jodi moi lebo, ma même savent comment faire, comment must met your ex by the saw. But you can. You should. If not for you, do it for your children and your grandchildren because they deserve better. They deserve a St. Joseph constituency that works for them. They deserve an abattoir that is up to date, that creates employment opportunities. They deserve a restoration of the Lyle River Hotel, of the Castaways Hotel. We have lost so much in 20 years. We have lost so much in 20 years. And you sit here and you tell me it's okay that we lost the Lyle River and Castaway got Castaway. Nothing to replace it, but we are okay. Are you not tired of working for $800 a month? And your rent is $700. Are you not tired of climbing the steps of financial center to pay your rent and send your children to school? The young people, those of you who will leave secondary school and go to the college, the United Workers' Party is offering you free tertiary education for every single child who leaves secondary school. No need to beg the PAL rep to pay your tuition. No need to have to wait on them and call them 1,000 times without they having to answer their phone. They dog you and they dock you for textbooks. And they keep you hostage because of the resources of the state that they have. And it belongs to you. It all belongs to you. It belongs to you. Stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up. St. Joseph, stand up. I have stood with you, and I will continue to stand with you. I love you, St. Joe. God bless you, St. Joseph.